If I said the sky is blue, is that parroting an opinion of another? No, it isn't. Any clips not from my channel are listed in the description. None are from Mauler. Yeah, let's see about that.
Though I think a greater contributing factor to the lack of control is the hitboxes. Dark Souls 1 might have its issues in a few specific instances, but on the majority it's impressive how well its hitboxes are designed. Though even if we ignore the comparison to other games in the series,
the Souls games have such a fantastic handle on tight hitboxes by comparison. Dark Souls 1 offers barely any poor hitboxes by comparison to the embarrassment of Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3 offers ones that are downright satisfying to watch.
Third, disjointed hitboxes can be seen even in the most basic moves. Command grabs just look the most jarring because they actively teleport you back into the attack.
Can you understand this? Basically, I dodge the attack regardless of my iframes, but once those frames are drained, I take damage from nothing. And if I freeze on the moment, I take damage when I'm not even touching him or his blade whatsoever. In normal motion though, it's embarrassment. Honestly, this could actually be a lingering hitbox issue, or like a ghost hitbox. All I know is that that means the game isn't working properly in one way or another.
In fact, a lot of times I received damage, it came as a complete shock to me. Not only because of the hitboxes, but a lot of other poor design choices. Now, I'm not referring to things like how often you're blindsided by a projectile, completely out of view.
Next up, we have the complete reverse, enemies that are hitting you when they really shouldn't be. So first of all, this is pertaining to the absolutely terrible bonus that projectiles have of escaping through walls.
Even if we look past the world design, there are a lot of smaller choices the dev team made throughout the game that add up to a very different game flow. The gameplay dynamic in Dark Souls 2 seems to be turned on its head from the rest of the series. For example, in Dark Souls or any other game in the Soulsborne series, progressing generally means learning the area, finding the quickest route to the boss, and attempting that fight until you've conquered it. I've always liked this because the first trek through an area you will usually fight the majority of the encounters, learning how to get through an area and opening shortcuts. Then once you fight the boss, you will most likely die on your first attempt. But now, knowing all the information you've gathered, you can make it back quickly, and attempt the fight until you overcome it. I enjoy this. I enjoy being able to get right back into the challenge.
You realize that taking warp from the player encourages them to appreciate the world tenfold. It makes them use the shortcuts they unlocked. It makes them treat the game like a strict RPG in which they travel the world and talk to NPCs, to increase their understanding at completing the quests, which in this case involves killing creatures, exploring the areas, and understanding the mechanics.
Okay, that last example doesn't really count. I just thought it's funny how both of them showed the Quelaag runback while talking about shortcuts, even though it's just a minute of running straight through a poison swamp. I also don't understand why he insists that he did not use any clips from Mauler's video, when we can clearly see that those Besson set clips show the character that Mauler used in most of his footage. It's okay to admit that you've taken some inspiration and clips from another very similar video, but denying that you did makes me question your honesty and integrity.